Okay, so we gonna open with heifer more, skin you more, can't keep a man anymore. Pretending to be Sharon Stone from Basic Instinct. Well, you know what, Kenya? You got the basic part right. You are basic. From your head to your ashy toes. What is the definition of a freak hoe? Well, it ain't you, because if it was, you could have kept your husband. You want to talk about holy water and sage erasing? Can you do something with them dark spots on them knees? You want to talk about freak hoe behavior? You out here with these knees. Them knees say, I've been working on this all the live long. Oh my, these knees, girl. You need to get them knees together before you talk about anybody else. You should have had knee pads on with them knees. Is that a birthmark or a map? I don't know. You couldn't have put no makeup on that. She says somebody had sex with the stripper and it wasn't her. We know your husband doesn't want to have sex with you. Matt didn't want to have sex with you. You was giving him head in the truck. Walter, girl, you couldn't have paid him. And you did. And he still didn't. Why do you care who had sex with the stripper? Why? You didn't. So we gone open with this stripper in this knockoff Chanel. I mean, child, he is in the flea market's finest. Half of it looks like your mama's house dress, and then the other half is trying to give you Ivy Park off-white, but you know, it's faux Chanel. We gonna start with him. He gonna strip a little outside, strip a little inside. Cynthia throw $4. We done all seen the little promo. And they all acting like they haven't seen a large penis in their lifetime. Y'all are black women in your 50s. It's really been nothing but small all this time? I'm sorry, no, the fact is that real? Girl, come on now. Child, Cynthia calling Mike before she cheat. Kenya the stallion, Kenya the donkey. At least your husband thinks you're a jackass. Child, these heifers keep saying they've been tested, they've been tested. They wasn't screening for everything, honey. That's just for the ro-ro, if you know. Okay, Candy got a little background music going. Child, Kenya out here just spreading them legs. It's like a fence blowing in the breeze. Just ee-oo, ee-oo. Don't nobody want to get up in that. And why are you wearing red? We already know you're the devil. So we just seeing everybody's butt tonight. This lingerie look real uncomfortable. Ha! Candy said you're really acting very auntie-ish, Cynthia. No aunties allowed. So we got Cynthia doing her quick change. Cynthia said them drawers was a little tight. I knew that ish shade was uncomfortable. Cynthia, you don't need that mask. Cynthia's bra top is cute though. Girl, I thought Marlo was nude for a second. Oh my goodness. Now, Cynthia, how you gonna present, but then you can't walk down the stairs? You hobbling like a grandmama. I thought we said no aunties. You a runway model and you can't navigate some stairs in heels? Heifer, come on now. Oh my Lord. Now this is why I say lesbonics. Lesbonics, bonics, lesbonics, bonics, lesbonics, bonics, lesbonics. Cynthia has a vibrator in and Candy is remote controlling it. That's what couples do, not friends. Not friends. I wonder if Candy is doing this to make Portia jealous. Marlo, you really gonna call Bolo out for his non-authentic fashions when you're running around here looking like a hot mess for the past 3 seasons because your boosters can't boost things in your size? You really gonna speak up and speak out? Strippers never did it for me. He's not ugly, but strippers just never did it for me. Portia said this thing about to turn up in a minute. I just know it. Because you at the knob pushing the dial. I can't believe it. They've actually given in the first 12 minutes. It only took 10 episodes. Cynthia said, I'm more budget conscious, so I'm taking this stack home. I'm going to give him his $4 and I'm going to take his stack home. The show paying him anyway. What's them shoes he got on? Child, them legs went up in the air. He became a smooth criminal. Annie, are you okay? Oh, now we've got a Candy Burst infomercial for her swing. Of course that's why she put that picture on Instagram, and that's why it's here. Why would you bring a sex swing to a bachelorette party? Oh, it's because you and Cynthia are hard-tonguing it. Kenya writhing around on the floor. Don't nobody want you, Ken. That's why you trying to expose everybody who got a good time, because you want a good time. Kenya, you couldn't get a little microderma bray on that butt so you wouldn't have all those dark spots that you can see through the red? The way Bolo said, it's open, and Portia was like, the ladies want to know if you want to come back. He said, and do what? With the quickness, like, okay, run me my coin. I'm not impressed with your efforts. Okay, so now the cameras are going down for the evening. And apparently so are the ladies. Oh, if you look, right when they cut to the footage where they're untaping everybody's mic, you could see Marlo stealing some of the strippers' money. Allegedly. But I saw it. That's what I saw. It was going fast, but that's what I thought. I thought I saw her grab and put some in there. That's what I thought I saw. And in that rave bathing suit, I'm not surprised. Is it rave or 579, you know, because that's a full 14. Oh, okay, so they covered all the cameras. Girl, they forgot to get the one outside. You better close them blinds. Oh, if this ain't the women of Brewster Place, you forgot to close the blinds last night. And I saw the both of you standing in that shower just as naked as you please. Oh my God. We took it back to Brewster Place because Pepperidge Farm remembers. Girl, we waited. This is what Housewives is supposed to be giving every 3 episodes, and we had to wait a freaking decade. Oh, Portia's a bisexual for the evening. Oh, hell. Drew, why is it every time you come on camera, you have to look worser and worser? Jesus, this baby doll Cocker Spaniel wig you got on, if you don't throw it away, that's why that girl bought you a wig. I see that. No, somebody needs to get your head under control. This sequin, this Miss Seeley nonsense dress you got on, oh Lord. It looks like a frumpy frock, and it fits like something only Charisse the caterpillar would wear. And you've got more body than that. Oh, I mean, you look atrocious and a tragedy. Ooh. Ooh. God, this is ugly. I would expect OG to wear something like this. So the next morning, oh goodness, last night was crazy. Yeah, Ken, for everybody but you. Are you having a crazy night with your husband? Waking up with your diaphragms underneath the pillowcase? No. Because he won't even move into the same state as you. And you go to New York and stay at a hotel, not even his apartment. So I don't know if you really would know what a crazy night was or wasn't. Cynthia had to see the dick up close and in person and be like, wow. Okay, I mean, oh, LaToya and Portia are making, oh my God. Lesbonics. I know lesbonics when I see it. Fam knows fam, sis knows sis, and kith no kin. Please. Walks like a duck, talks like a duck. Portia said, I remember kissing a couple people. On the what? On the what, Portia? You kissed a couple people, but on the what? Okay, so basically, since nobody was trying to play with Kenya's pussy, she decided to be Bitter Betty and listen to everything, write her notes down, be Harriet the Spy. Tanya probably got up under Bolo and he was, you know, bouncing up on her, and she probably had it in her face, was just a giggling. You can only see so much but through the window, but Bravo said, well, hey, look, you signed that contract. See, she sneaks back downstairs. You was sneaking because you was like, ooh, let me get the off-camera tea. Let me get the footage. Let me get a plot line. Instead of trying to connect with these ladies who you want to step up and be the village, you couldn't step up and be a friend because you have nothing to offer but your dead marriage. You have no plot line, so you have no loyalty to the ladies. So how can they be your village, Ken? How? Drew is doing this to get back at her husband. I was face down on the coffee table, yeah, and you was just like, ooh, look at me, I'm in South Carolina while you can be in Tampa. Oh God, if you don't take this T-Boz hairstyle off, we know you played that role to the hilt in the movie, but girl, you don't need to do anything short blonde. The majority of the night Candy was watching, of course, because you're a voyeur. You gonna say the girls get touchy-feely when they have drinks like you weren't making out with Portia a few seasons ago. And you didn't have a threesome with her and your husband, little Lord Short Leroy. She had on an ain't too proud to beg wig. 6 a.m. Kenya was up, because you were frustrated and lonely. Kenya heard noises that you didn't recognize because you don't make them yourself because your husband don't want you. Want you. You were so excited, but the sex they hide it because you know he don't want you. Want you. They were so excited, but the sex they hide it. Because you know they don't want you or want you. So Bolo leaves at 7. Ooh, the edible has kicked in. Ooh, the way Cynthia was describing it, she said, oh, it was Portia on top of Toya, and then Shamia was waiting in the wings. It was the Shamia waiting in the wings for me. They keep talking about P-Valley. P-Valley didn't have this level of lesbonics. So now all the girls are in the kitchen and Kenya Moore is starting it. Kenya said, oh, what about that bed y'all was in last night? Marlo came down and said, yeah, you should have them sign NDAs. People talk too much. That's why Marlo went to her bedroom. She knew what it was about. She said, I'm an old hoe. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. And people ain't signed nothing. There's a camera in here that you done forgot about. Kenya, ain't nobody trying to look up your skirt. Well, Mark sure isn't. Walter wasn't. And we ain't. Honey, you can keep your nook and your cranny. Don't nobody want your Thomas's English muffin. Oh my goodness. Lesbonics. Cynthia's literally sitting here saying that she got turned on watching Shamia, Portia, and Tanya cavort on the floor. Nothing wrong with it, but lesbonics have been denied. Rob Dixon. Jizzy Bryant, you've got some splaining to do. And Marie and Essie, I'm sorry, that's all I can give it. Lesbonics, you had a woman controlling your vibrator all night. Lesbonics. In the chat, who would allow their girlfriend to control their vibrator for the evening? In the chat, ladies, please let me know. Ladies, I need your opinions on this, for real, because I'm pussyless. I'm a pussyless wonder. So I need to know, would you be cool with that, or would you feel like that's like, maybe it's not, putting your face in the place, but it's still some kind of, lesbonics. Femininity. Shavana said, nah. Mimic said, hell no. Mimi said, hell no. I mean, again, there is like, I am gay and proud. There is nothing wrong with it, but we calling a thing. We're calling lesbonics. And this is lesbonics. It's a soft tongue lesbonics, and everybody's kind of a pillow princess, but lesbonics all the same. Janice said, not near one. Tamara said, nope, not with it. I just wanted to make sure we needed to get a consensus on this. Because I was just like, maybe it's different. I don't know, because for me, that, Kenya said, I saw Toya on top of Portia, and you was mad you couldn't get in that sandwich. That's all this is. Kenya, you are jealous and alone. You don't even know how to enjoy an orgy. Oh, so Kenya said Bolo's head disappeared. I wonder how much that ran them. So the girls are big up in Kenya for playing along last night on the bus going to this fishing trip while she's spreading their business to Cynthia and was really secretly sober clocking they pussy miles. Nobody's interested in what your spare tires got going on. But goodness knows you are fascinated with everything that goes on betwixt their lips. I mean, Kenya's telling on herself. I came to the top of the stairs. No, you slithered on over and hid at the landing and peeped out like Rudy Huxtable when Vanessa was getting yelled at for going all the way to Baltimore to be with the wretched and have big fun. Big fun, Kenya. They were having big fun, and you weren't. So now Toya comes out to join them, and Kenya said, don't kiss me with those lips. I don't know where they've been. I guess once they detach from your asshole, you don't want anything more to do with them. And I guess that's why you can't keep your husband. Or anyone. Oh, goodness. So now Kenya's going to grill Toya to find out who Bolo busted wide. You should be worrying about who Mark is busting wide. That's what you got a whole husband, a whole baby daddy, child support issues, a divorce, and here you are worrying about somebody else's puss. Oh my goodness, why is Toya exonerated, Kenya? Because she's your pet? Her being on Instagram for a moment don't prove nothing. Marlo, those shoes are the nicest thing I've seen you in 3 seasons. That's a bad shoe. But a worse outfit. Oh, Lord. Honey, you need to go on and go from a 34, I'm guessing, what is that, a double D, to a 36, maybe a 38, because it's binding on the sides. You got to go up a size. I know it's going to be expensive, but it's time. So now Tanya and Samia show up by the pool with Kenya Moore. And Tanya says, I slept like a baby. And of course, Kenya said, let me write that down. You must have been worn out. The only thing worn out here, Kenya, is your plot line of always making yourself and keeping yourself the outsider. You really could have bonded with the ladies last night, even if you weren't into the lesbonics. Let's be honest. Oh, goodness, now we got Kenya going after Tanya again. This is why Tanya left, because she was like, you know what, production is going to keep letting Kenya come after me and me be her whipping girl. I see why she left now. So Kenya says, I heard you was getting your pussy ate. And everybody's like, oh God, here we go. Kenya taking it too far. This is the see you next Tuesday comment all over again. Well, Marlo can pull in a sugar daddy and Marlo can pull in a shark.
I got the shark. I got the shark. I'm going to fight this. I'm going to get this sucker.
So now everybody arrives back at the house where Kenya's still holding court. Candy said, whoa. Where's the food? And I ain't talking about no cold cuts in nobody's kitchen. Okay, now we have Toya trying to give us cooking with Alex. All right, girl. Honey, I've done that routine. But you know what? Flattery is the most sincere compliment, so I appreciate it. Oh, goodness, now Kenya's still, what did you hear? I know you heard something. We didn't hear you. Then she said, I came to the refrigerator to get some milk. Girl, you was sneaking, creeping, and peeping all around that house, probably recording with your iPhone. Candy is like, no, we were really supposed to have a fun moment with the cameras off, just us bonding. Why are you making this a plot line, Kenya? Because Kenya is morally bankrupt. And this is why Kenya doesn't have a village. This is why Kenya doesn't have friends. Oh my goodness, so y'all want to act like people weren't doing things that were inappropriate in this house? What? It's a vacation house for a bachelorette party. What was inappropriate? And who are you to decide what's appropriate and what's inappropriate? Brooklyn wasn't downstairs looking at nobody. And you was out here dressed hooker in heels. Candy said, well, how do you know it just wasn't a private dance? Kenya said, well, that private dance lasted for 45 minutes, so you literally had set your timer on your iPhone as you was tipping around that house, getting in everybody else's business, and you set a timer and listened to every ooh and ah. Oh, you peeping Thomasina. Oh, Candy Burris with the shade. She made her baby wait for 45 minutes. You better work. Oh, I can't wait to see that at the reunion. They gonna go head to head on that at the reunion. And Teddy gonna get that thank you, don't you talk about my kids. Oh my goodness. I mean, I gotta say, they really could have not shown anything until this episode. They wasted our time for 10 episodes. And Andy Cohen, I'ma dot your I and I'ma cross your T for this. You should have started with this episode. The whole everything that you filmed before, garbage. Except for the Portia Black Lives Matter stuff that you could keep in. But really, you should have had an abbreviated season from this moment on. And so Kenya's saying, well, it wasn't coming from here, it wasn't coming from there. Kenya, go on and fess up. You had a glass to the girl, you picked up a cup and you was on every door. Where's the noise? Where you was walking down the hall just like the girl, putting your nose in the crack of every door, peeping through every keyhole. It was a certified freak hoe show and you just mad you wasn't the freak of the week. Oh, Kenya, of course, says, I know Portia's voice, so I knew it was her. You really was slinking around that house like, oh, you think you're cutting the cameras off. Ha ha, I'm Kenya Moore, living tape recorder, and I'm going to try to embarrass Portia for the stunt she pulled several reunions ago because you know I can't let nothing go. But Kenya can't figure out who the other woman was, moaning and groaning. I think you need to put all of this energy into your own orgasm. Mark isn't, so maybe you should. Oh, ha, ha. Marlo said I was minding my business. Have you ever heard of snitches get stitches? Because I done given out a few. Put up the mugshots, honey. Check her charges. Oh, God. Now we're going to have Cynthia get Kenya and Marlo's friendships back together. Oh, I don't care. Let's get back to Kenya being an ass, which seems to be what this season is all about. Kenya said, I'll be the villain. I'll be the Nene. Kenya is like full-on villain Nene. And I'm like, girl, don't you realize that's a path that you don't want to go down? That's a short-lived candle, honey. So Marlo sits quietly and listens to Kenya's BS. Marlo is groveling. She don't want to peach, but she realizes, okay, you the new Nene, and she's getting in line. Then again, with her fashions for the past 2 seasons, I understand why. Nene never did anything for her. I don't know how much she's making, but she looks Sheree Whitfield broke. He Hank T. But that's just me. So now Tanya, Portia, and Shamia, the nieces, are in the bedroom talking about how Kenya's trying to put their business in the street. Maybe y'all shouldn't have put your business in Bolo's face. See, this is something you gotta do when they ain't filming. I don't know why Candy thought you could sneak and get away with it, especially with a heifer like Kenya around. Portia gonna say she should have stayed. She was the one that said tell Bolo to come back. Portia, you see, you still stupid. You don't realize this heifer set you up. What do you mean she should have come back? She never left. She was hiding and spying just like a spider, lying in wait to tell your business and your lesbonics. So Shamia said, look, Kenya's trying to say Portia, Tanya, and Bolo were laying it low and spreading it wide in the smush room. Kenya says to Marlo, we were the only 2 that didn't participate in this mess. Now I wonder, did Kenya let Marlo know, go to bed early? Did Kenya let her know, or was it just like, okay, you know what? Marlo, true to the game, not new to the game. Marlo knew where the evening was going, and she was like, you don't pay me enough for this. I'm going to my boudoir. I ain't sleeping in the living room tonight. Now, I am loving this. Portia ain't that stupid. She's like, okay, Kenya, you really think I'm going to come at you 38 hot and it's going to be season 8 or 7 all over again? No, girl. Your lies don't even bother me. So now Toya realizes that Kenya's crap because she's trying to put Toya's business in the street. So now all the ladies get together for dinner and Portia's pissed. She's like, I ain't gonna eat this food. It might be poison. Oh, Portia saw what I saw. Look who magically has an ally after alienating everybody. And Marlo was kind of wearing thin with the ladies, so she needed a new charge to keep her storyline going. Finally, frickin' they gave us something. I mean, but 10 episodes to get to this? Bravo, you need your butt beat. If they don't stop with that fake little Mariah Carey song,